Welcome back. It's the conclusion of the women's senior 58 kilo class here at the European Weightlifting Championships. We're in Tirana, Albania. We've had a tremendous opening snatch competition here. The clean and jerk is our resumption of hostilities, if you like, and so we will have a champion at the end of this evening. Hope you've been enjoying proceedings here. I certainly have, and I know that Michaela Breeze here is looking wistfully and thinking about what level she was lifting at this point of her career.
Yeah, 58 kilo category. I think my best lifts were 92.5 and 120. So let's see if these girls can surpass that. I'm sure we'll see some big weights lifted here today.
92 in the snatch competition would have been good enough for 4th place here. What was your best placing?
I did win medals. I won bronze medals on numerous occasions, but I tell you what, if I had a medal for every time I finished 4th, I'd probably be the most decorated athlete out there.
If only it was a tin medal. We wait for the clean and jerk. Your max there, 120?
120.
There we are. And in fact, that possibly would have been good enough for gold by the looks of things. We'll see. Entry weight 112 by Bagage. We'll see how high they go. So clean and jerk then is the resumption of hostilities here. We've seen some great work. Who impressed you most?
Well, obviously Bagage was head and shoulders stronger than anybody else. Technically a little bit ropey. I think we've got a few lifters still to watch out for here. I wouldn't dismiss Lukowska of Poland, and I would certainly be keeping a close eye on Drimova of the Ukraine. I think those two are there or thereabouts, and I wouldn't rule them out.
So here we are. Titus will open us up here.
Just taking her time, fully composed there. 103 first attempt. Just rolling the bar backwards. Lifters sometimes do this on the clean and jerk if they're likely to run forward. So remember, the lifter has to stay on the 4-meter platform.
This is 3 kilos above her personal best, incidentally. So it's a brave opener. A good first phase, and she made that count. She'll be pleased with that, but she looks like that was an effort. 103 kilos to open us up here, but I don't know how much further she's going to go.
A good extension on the clean, strong legs. Just takes her time, steadying herself. Big drive. I don't know, I think there's a few more kilos there.
Well, I hope so. She didn't look very pleased with herself after stepping away. So 103 it is as well for Kusterer. This is 2 kilos lighter than a declared entry, incidentally, so I don't know whether the fact that she failed twice at 89 and 88 kilos, only succeeded in her opening lift. Let's not forget of the snatch competition. This is the clean and jerk, maybe preferred discipline, but we'll see.
Long extension. Well, that's why she's lowered her starting weight. She is struggling with the legs today.
Very much so.
Takes a long time there with the bar on the windpipe. As a typical German, very strong in the jerk position.
Oh, that was gutsy, but that really is the limit.
Oh, legs have gone.
Yes, away she comes, and she managed 103 there, but...
yeah, I'm not sure we're going to see much more from her there.
So.
That really was a limit.
She really dragged that into position. And look at this. And she spent such a long time here with that bar on the windpipe. She wobbled a bit as well on the exit, but this is slow motion. It just sort of accentuates what her problems were there.
That was a real effort on a first attempt.
It really was. I think that's possibly the end of her competition here, but she's scored in both, let's not forget. 108 is her personal best, so she's 5 kilos less than that.
The thing is with this, it's always a rising bar, and because the first attempt taken was on a 103 kilos, she didn't have any choice. She could only lower her starting weight to 103. I think if she'd had the choice again, and it was an open competition, she would have probably started even lighter than that. But
I think so. It certainly looked that way.
She was left with no choice there.
Toma, incidentally, declared entry 101 and is clearly backed out of that. Wow.
Bar's going to 105.
Well, it's escaping from some of these lifters, I think, but Sabine Kuster, yeah, has really found out there, and she's coming out straight away, is she?
Well, that's 106 that's been loaded on the bar. I can't see her standing up with another 3 kilos.
No, I can't.
And following herself as well. 2 minutes only to recover. You can see the clock ticking there. We're on sub 115. She needs to make every second count in terms of recovery.
.106 then she's going for. She struggled at 103. It did deliver, but goodness me, it was round the houses. Here we go.
She's still blowing from the last attempt.
She is.
She's got more time. Why doesn't she use it?
Well, she does take a long time while she addresses the bar. And we were describing her as a little bit fussy in the snatch competition, but she's clearly struggling just a little bit, and likes to take her time in position. 30 seconds, that was the beep you just heard. No. Well, I think we found her limit with 103 today, and 106 was always going to be an enormous call. And do you know, I think she might even just let it rise a little bit more and take a little bit more of a breather, unless she's coming straight back out to punish herself once more. She'll
come straight back out. Yes. There's no way she's putting any more weight on that bar.
I think if she's going to fail at 106, she may as well fail at 108.
You know, the thing now, the bar has risen already to 106. That means that Toma, who originally posted 101, is definitely going to be starting at a minimum of 107, maybe more. And Chichkan of Belarus has posted a 105. Well, she hasn't come out yet, so her warm-up is obviously going well as well.
Goodness me, a lot to be considered. Hugely explosive sport, this. Well, what I love about weightlifting is that you have you have an action point, as it were, with every single lift. Everything counts. It's amazing sport.
Well, you're right, she hasn't gone for 108, but she is going up to 107, obviously desperate here to try and get some more time to recover.
Dromova, I bet she comes out at 108 incidentally. She's thinking like I'm thinking today. There we go. So Dromova.
Just pointing to her elbow there, as if to say to the referees, this one doesn't lock out properly.
Yes.
The rules are, there must be no movement in the elbows when the bar is overhead. Very strong clean.
Oof. Well, nothing locked out properly there. Strong clean, and then just jumped out of it here. So Dromova. We'll think about that.
Not overly impressive on the jerk. Was attempting there either a power or a squat jerk.
And still no movement from Kuster.
There won't be, because it's her third attempt for Kuster. It will be first and second attempts before third. So she just bought herself a few more minutes by increasing the weight to 107.
Lukowska coming out at 107, a declared entry weight. No messing around here. Now, she cleaned all of her snatch attempts and finished on 90. So it doesn't look like she's going to be in for a medal here, but it may well be in the clean and jerk. We'll see. Opening her account at 107. Only one lifter is coming later than that, and that's Bagaj. No.
Oh, for a first attempt. Really starting on the limits here, trying to push to stay with these girls at the top end. But 107 there, just proving too much on her first go. I'm sure she's going to come back more positive on her second attempt. You see the frustration there in her face. She thinks she should have got that.
I think so. She dropped out of it as if to conserve the energy. Let's have a look. Just wasn't right.
Never really under it.
No. Well, she left something in the bank, perhaps. We'll see. By stepping out of the lift. And she's going to follow on. $107 stays on the bar. And it's Titus that joins the fun. Managed 103.
Foarte atent aici. Are spatele. Îndreaptă-te mult.
See the tape around the hands there? It's common to tape the thumbs, but if you see tape around the hands, it usually is a sign that they've the athlete's ripped their hand or ripped a callus.
Very positive start.
Well, if I'm going to be critical, I think the only thing I can criticise is the clash between the socks and the leotard.
That was amazing, wasn't it?
Very solid lifting.
Do you know, she has been almost mechanical in her delivery. The snatch competition was amazing as well. Head snaps ready and away she goes. It's almost an indication of launch. 107 kilos. Dispatched by Titus. His Driamova failed at this at her opening attempt, let's not forget. Nice 91 in the snatch competition. Didn't medal.
So strong in the first phase.
Yeah. And then
such awful elbow lock overhead, but you know what, there was no movement, no flexion in those elbows. She'll get that 3 white lights, no problem.
Well, good for her. She knows where the weakness lies. She's drawn the referee's attention to it, and not giving her any leeway, but just taking it into account here.
It does make it so much harder to maintain an overhead position with elbows that don't lock fully.
Lukowska failed at 107. She's in good company in that regard, but it was her opening weight and it looked like a bit too ambitious to us.
Much better. Really drives the bar to overhead. You see the relief there on her face, walking off.
And mine too.
Deep sigh there.
She stepped out of the 107 without completing the lift, and here we go with Kustura, who's let the bar rise to buy herself some time. She failed at 106. She really struggled, but did deliver at 103. 107, she had to let the bar rise to buy some recovery time. I can't see this being completed.
No, I think she's going to struggle to stand up here with a clean.
She does all the preparation at the bar here. There's the buzzer for 30 seconds. Well, there we are. She has her combined total here.
Yeah, she bought herself the time she needed to recover, but I think that weight's just going to elude her today.
Yes.
Back to the drawing board, more squats.
I think so. 188 then. First to finish here is her combined total after snatching 85, I beg your pardon, and clean jerking 103. Toma goes for 108.
This is a huge increase on the weight that she posted, 101 kilos. She said no thank you to that. 108 first attempt. This will really throw the competition wide open.
Cats and pigeons. Here we go then. Well, clearly things are going very well in the warm-up area, because that was beautifully done.
I'm not really sure what to say. That was very easy for a first attempt. It looked like there was nothing on the bar. Hardly any facial expression. Effortless throughout.
Well, how do you follow that? Toma, up from the juniors, don't forget. She, as a junior, was 7th last year. I think she's heading for a medal here. 108 as an opening gambit. Looked very, very comfortable. I want to see what Romaila Bagaj is going to do here. She's put in at 112 as an entry weight. And I just hope that isn't too ambitious, which I've got to say the Albanian coaches have been a little bit guilty of so far. Certainly in the men's competition earlier on today, one single solitary successful lift out of them for a clean and jerk title. Unbelievable. Right, Titus, here we are, 110. 2 successes so far. Now, she's been extraordinarily impressive, I think, in this competition. Didn't medal in the snatch competition, but was and looked actually comfortable at 91 kilos with her final success in the snatch. And we were kind of wondering why she'd almost thrown away her chances of a medal there by apparently not lifting enough. Well, it's 110 on the bar now in the clean and jerk. We'll see how close she gets to her limit.
Oh.
Well, we found exactly that.
The thing is, that's not a physical problem, that's a mental problem. So frustrating. I know exactly how she feels with that. Just that slight doubt of confidence, being afraid of dropping underneath the bar. Frustration is, with her and the coaches, they all know that she's capable of the weight, but if the head gets in the way, forget it.
Well, you saw her coach there looking almost quizzical. He was asking himself the question as to why that hadn't worked. And I suppose head work is more or less down to your coach. Well, they're waiting for Romaila of Albania, silvered in the snatch competition. It's Driamova out next. 111 on the bar. Well, she managed 91 in the snatch competition, didn't medal with that, failed at 94.
So she's taking 111 here. This will put her ahead of Titus from Romania.
Oh, well, you know, the first phase, the clean was no problem at all, and she stays here, knowing what might have been, I suspect. Just couldn't get under it. She cards 107, failing it first time at that weight, incidentally, and then again now at 111. So she has a combined total 208.
$198.
Mathematics and me. It's a long story. That is quite a short one. So Poland, yes, forgive me, 198 kilo combined total for Driamova. Dukowska, not happy with the position.
Well, she needs this now. This will take her ahead of both Ukraine and Romania if successful. Very important lift. And she got the legs to stand just. Can she fight? Oh, so close.
Almost. Buckled under it. That was very, very close by Dukowska. The crowd more than appreciative here. Very knowledgeable. And failing at 111, but that was very close indeed. So 107. That's what she cards.
Still got 2 lifters here, still to come into the competition. We're about to see Bagaj of Albania for her first attempt. She posted a 112. Oh, I think the coach put his hand in an inappropriate place there.
Purely accidental. and Bagaj coming to the podium. 112 opening declaration. You know, it shows the ambition here. And that's what she's taking here. So this for the lead of the competition on her first attempt. Wow. So this for top ranking, 112 kilos. She managed 95 kilos in the snatch, but failed on her first 2 attempts, let's not forget at that. So there's a lot of pressure put on herself, and she's done it again here in the clean and jerk. Oh, look at that. Roars her own approval, and the crowd send it straight back at her.
Well, that's sent the gauntlet out to everybody else now. Catch me if you can.
Magnificent.
Not only has she got 2 kilo lead after the snatch.
Goes up 113 kilograms on the bar.
Well, I say that. Do you know what? She's equal on the snatch after the.
She was, yeah. She silver medalled on body weight, but
to Chichkan, but Chichkan hasn't started yet.
No, I know. Waiting for Chichkan, and in fact to see what Toma could do. So it's almost like a secondary competition. This, all the other lifters have finished, and now we have those who are battling for the title here, and this is going to be one heck of a battle.
It's just Toma now. Second attempt, 113. This will put her into the gold medal position on the jerk. And closes the gap on the other 2 lifters still in the competition. There's just 1 kilo now separating all 3 of them on the total.
We've seen some stunning lifting today. 108 and then 113. That's such a gap. She's ranked 2nd in the combined.
Please prepare 150 kilograms. Elena Chichkan, please prepare 150. Brigatoris.
So 115 kilos it goes up. Is Chichkan coming out now at 115? That's 10 above her declared entry weight.
15 kilograms left on the bar.
Well, if there's mind games going on out there, I'm completely foxed. That is such an enormous leap for a starting weight here.
Well, she must be confident. She may well have put in 105 as a starting weight just to throw the competition. You know, it's forced the other lifters out, not expecting her to maybe start quite this heavy.
115 it is then. Opening lift for Elena Chichkan. Now, she's a lifter who's moved up from the 53 kilo class. Generally, you tend to do that once you go from juniors to seniors. You can take a step up in weight just as your body develops. Well, this junior is going to light the place up. I'll tell you, if she manages this, 115 kilos on the bar.
She's quick and she has got strong legs.
Oh.
Wow.
How about that?
I think Albania are having a bit of a shake-up here. Bagaj is going to have to work super hard to stay with this girl.
Chichkan. Well, she took gold, don't forget, on body weight in the snatch competition. Obviously, Romela Bagaj was hoping to come into this and post something exceptional, but unfortunately she's come up against an amazing powerhouse, Elena Chichkan, up from the juniors. And just look at this for delivery.
Well, I'll tell you what will be happening now in the warm-up room. The coaches will be running around trying to work out the weights. I think, if I'm honest, I think Toma has got 1 more lift left. Yes. She just needs to put something on the board to try and put herself into gold medal position on the jerk. But whatever Bagaj does. Chickan just needs to equal because she'll take it on body weight. So Chickan has got the luxury now of just sitting and waiting.
I think this is 116. Yes. So it's just 1 kilo, and the way that Chickan lifted 115, I can see her going over 120s. That's into Breeze category. When did you last lift 120?
Oh.
Have a think. Let's watch this. Romela Bagaj.
2008.
There we are. This is 116 kilos. Oh, that hurt. This is close to the limit.
She's got a solid jerk though. Can she drive this to arm's length?
She needs to.
Oh, I don't know.
Almost. Goodness me. Well, she went almost through the full phase of it as well. So if she follows herself on here, I think the odds are that she's not going to lift it. Romela Bagaj, the crowd are in shock.
Well, the question is now, does Chickan come out for 116, having just seen Bagaj do that? Because remember, Chickan only needs to equal the weight that Bagaj does.
She'll let her lift again, I imagine.
Oh, she lifted with so much ease. Surely she'll take more than that.
Look at that. Chickan, first lift, dominant. Oh, Bagaj is in a bronze medal position here for the clean and jerk, and it won't tally up well for her because Toma is lifting well, and so is Chickan here. A lot to think about.
Bagaj lifted 115 at the Olympic Games in London last year. She attempted there a 121, so you know that she's got these kind of weights in her.
Same weight as well, same body weight.
116 I think is staying on the bar here for Bagaj for her final attempt. If successful with this, she'll be able to do nothing else other than go back to the warm-up room and watch while the other two lifters fight it out.
Yes, and you've got to think that Chickan can lift 116. So, Romela Bagaj, it's been tough on the Albanians, hasn't it, this evening?
Yeah, it's been tough, but it's great to see the competition so strong at this end. I just wish that I was competing.
I understand you've picked the competitive bar back up.
Just playing.
Playing with everyone, I think. Right then, Romela Bagaj. What's she got? Well, 116 on the bar is what she's got. Nope. Came too quick. And she totals 112. And she is in the silver medal position right now. But there are two lifters that are still active, and she could get knocked back here. Silver medal combined, I should say. So she has her total, and unfortunately for her, it's just not good enough.
Well, this is Toma coming out for her final attempt. This will actually knock Bagaj back down into bronze medal position overall and secure the silver. So this is a big lift for her now. Third and final attempt, no time for errors.
Do you know, we've got two quite willowy lifters here that are delivering just brilliance. 117, I believe. Does she? Oh, yes!
Massive fight there to hold that. You can see the effort.
Well, I wasn't sure it was static enough, but it certainly was. 117 kilos. That was fantastic.
Phenomenal effort there. You can see the smile of relief. I think it was a reluctant applause from the crowd there. We've just seen their home lifter go down into bronze medal position.
Well, last lift absolutely at the limit as well. And Loredana Elena Toma flits between the weights, her own body weight I should say, and this young woman, Elena Chichkan, out of the junior ranks and just lighting this competition up. Came in at 115, made it look easy. She's gone to 118 here.
Well, sensible call of weights. This will put her in gold medal position on the jerk and overall. She doesn't need to take any more. Although 115 was so comfortable,
it was.
First priority now is to secure the gold medal.
Still, with one lift after this, let's not forget. So if it's successful, she may move on. Oh, you know what? We might have a phenomena here. That was so comfortable.
Very comfortable. 118, that's it, gold medal, clean sweep. You can see there one failure by one of the referees failed that. That was for a slight movement in the right elbow. Not really enough to be determined to press out. There's more movement on recovery, but hey, one referee's failed it. Doesn't matter. See, it's only a fraction there. It's a majority decision that counts.
Thank goodness. Thank goodness. A very, very good lift in my own mind, but 118 delivered. I wonder what she'll put it up to for her final lift.
I think at this point it's all about personal bests.
Yep.
She's too far away from the records. I mean, the European record stands at 135. That was from Shainova, who we're going to see tomorrow in the women's 63 kilo category. So she's a bit too far away from any records, but this will be more of a personal challenge for her.
When you see a lifter coming up from the juniors like this, and it's almost like the attention that they get when they produce a performance such as this comes as such a joy. Well, she better get used to it, because this looks like a long career. So comfortable and within herself. And the bar goes up. Still waiting to see what it goes up to. 122? We'll have confirmation on that in a moment's time. She's been allowed her 2 minutes recovery.
Good thing about the youngsters as well is they tend to recover a lot quicker.
Clearly. Belarus have got a star here. She's a European champion, we know that. But by what margin? That's all that's left to find out.
125, what a huge increase at this body weight to take a 7 kilo increase at the top end. Well,
it's what she believes in.
This we can only assume is a personal best attempt for her.
So our European champion will come to the bar in just a moment's time. Gosh, even a belt looks new. Everything out of the box then. Oh, that was close. Very, very close indeed. She's upset with missing that, but that'll turn to joy in a moment. She's our European champion, and what a find.
What a talent at such a young age as well. You can see that she's got ample strength in the legs. Just needs to go away now, work on the stability overhead on the jerk. Phenomenal talent coming through.
Well, what a joy. Chichkan, Elena Chichkan of Belarus, lifts 118 kilos to take the clean and jerk title and, of course, the combined here. Well, dominated the snatch competition and the clean and jerk. That's the way to do it.
Absolutely.
We're seeing a lot more of this young woman, born in 1993. Goodness me, I'm feeling older. Well, it's been a fantastic competition. We've had all emotions, haven't we, both in the men's and the women's competition. If you'd like to share your thoughts, then don't forget you can get in touch with Michaela Breeze on Twitter. We'll have that for you in a moment. Let's have a look at this. The total there for you, 213 kilos for Elena Chichkan. She's our champion, deservedly so, dominant. So if anyone wants to drop you a line, Where do they go?